Hey guys, my name is Haley and today I'm going to be filming my TBR for the Murakami Marathon, which I am co-hosting with Kate and Connor. I will leave my other video down below. That was my announcement for this readathon, which will run from June 9th through the 22nd. And I tried to come up with a TBR for it. I don't know how much I'm going to stick to it because, quite frankly, I don't know enough about Murakami's books to fit some of these. So Kate's probably going to have to help me with some of those, but these are the books I'm planning on reading as of right now. So the first of the books, and honestly the one I'm the most excited to read, is After Dark by Haruki Murakami, obviously. And this is both the buddy read as well as the one I'm the most excited for, because this is the one I've always wanted to read since I finished Wind Up Bird Chronicle last year. And it takes place, I believe, in 24 hours, which, if you don't know me, is one of my favorite tropes. So I'm super excited to read this one. It's probably going to be the first one that I read. It's also relatively short, so I'm really excited to get into this one. The second challenge is to read a new to you Murakami, and that's the only physical book that I have, and that is Kafka on the Shore. I own this weird vintage edition of it, even though I meant to get the pretty new shiny ones from Amazon, but Amazon Used Marketplace didn't agree, so I have this one. And I also am gonna get this on audio because I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous to read physically, but this is the only one that I own physically of his currently, so other than the ones that I've already read. So I might try and read it physically, but if I'm struggling, I do have the audiobook to fall back on. But I am gonna try to read this. I already have it sectioned out to read within a week, so that's the current plan. The third challenge is to read one of his fantastical books, and for that I have A Wild Sheep Chase. This is the third book in the Rat series, the first two being Hear the Wind Sing and Pinball 1973, which are both novellas, which are two that I have already read, so I'm going to continue with this series. I honestly don't know much about the rest of this series, other than the fact that I know one of them. I don't remember if it's this one or Dance, Dance, Dance. That's one of Kate's favorite books, Murakami books in general, and she's read all of his books besides his collection, his short story collections and his nonfiction. So I am excited to continue with the rest of the series, although I have no idea what to expect. Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned, there's only 5 challenges, even though this is a 2-week-long readathon, so it shouldn't be too hard to get this done, considering I normally read 7 books in a week for readathons, but we'll see, because Murakami is a little bit more dense than a normal readathon of me reading YA. So the fourth challenge is to read one of his contemporary books, and I was going to read Norwegian Wood for this one, but the hold list on Overdrive, because I'm going to be reading a lot of these on audio because I don't own them physically, the hold list for Norwegian Wood is 20 people long right now, so it's very, very likely that that's not going to come in, even though I am on the hold list. That's not going to come in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so I think the hold list currently says 10-week wait time, and I was like, oh dear. So I am cheating on this one a little bit, and I plan to read what I talk about when I talk about running, which I know is not a contemporary, it's one of his nonfictions, but nonfiction is contemporary reading, right? Also, this is really short, and it was available on audio. So we have that one. Also, it just suddenly started to rain, so if the lighting changed and you can hear the rain on the roof windows, I apologize. But the last challenge is to play Murakami Bingo, which is common things in his books, and I honestly don't know if I can even play bingo with this book, but I want to read it during this readathon, so I plan to read Dance, 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 which is the last book in the Rat series, which you can't really see because its lighting just got ridiculous, but I do want to finish the Rat series. That's kind of the goal of this readathon, is for me to just finish the Rat series and then read the buddy read book and Kafka, just because I already own it physically. But yeah, that is the last book on my current TBR. As you might have noticed, I did not put any of his super long books on here. One, because my library actually doesn't have 1Q84, which I find surprising because I feel that would be a very likely thing that most people would want on audiobook because it's super long. And then I think they did have Killing Commentatore, but the wait list was really long, and that's his newest book, and I'm trying to read his backlist first, so that's how we ended up with the Rat series, After Dark, and a bunch of other short ones. But yeah, that's my TBR for the Murakami Marathon. I hope you guys were excited about this. I don't know how many of my followers are Murakami fans, because I've only read like 3 of his things. And I know if some of you are here from Kate's channel, you might be Murakami fans because she's kind of known as the Murakami girl on BookTube. So, which is why she's running this readathon. But yeah, that's my TBR. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time.